Rapper T.I. was on a podcast, Ladies Like Us, and during the podcast, he talked about his 18-year-old daughter, 18 years old, meaning she's an adult, and discussed the importance of her purity. Take a look.
Not only have we had the conversation, we have yearly trips to the gynecologist to check her hymen.
Oh, hey. I'm done with you right now.
So, you know.
Do you go with her? She's a prisoner.
Yes, I go with her.
You go with her? Somebody check on Deyjah.
I go with her.
She's a prisoner.
So let me tell you, right? So this is one time we go. I think this might have been after her 16th birthday. And this is what we do. Like, you know, right after the birthday, we celebrate.
And, we go and check her hymen after.
And then,
what the fuck?
You know, usually like the day after the party, she's enjoying her gifts. I put a sticky note on the door. Gyno.
No.
Tomorrow, 9:30.
Oh, this is great.
So he was also asked about, how he's able to do this because, there are HIPAA regulations which prevent the disclosure of these types of meetings with doctors, and he addresses that in the next clip.
He's like, well, sir, I have to, in order for me to share information. I say, Deyjah, they want you to sign this. They want you to sign this
right now. I need to know if your hymen's still there.
So we can share information. Is there anything that you would not want me to know? Oh, okay. See, doc, ain't no problem.
And then finally, he addresses the very accurate reality that the hymen isn't a good way of determining whether anyone is a virgin because it can be broken in many other ways. Here's what he has to say about that.
You are the worst.
And so then, right? Then they come and say, okay, well, I just want you to know that there are other ways besides sex that the hymen can be broken.
Right.
Like bike riding.
Really?
Athletics, horseback riding.
That's aggressive. That is aggressive riding.
Just other forms of athletic physical activity.
Is she an athlete?
No.
Oh, there you go. You're like, sorry, that's not a possibility.
I say, look, doc.
She's not.
She don't ride no horses. She don't ride no bikes. She don't play no sports, man. Just check the hymen, please.
So this is
incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah, more than uncomfortable. So look, I know firsthand what it's like to have so much of your value based on your purity, right? Because Armenians in general are very conservative, and I grew up in a conservative household, and I remember the discussions about the importance of your hymen. And I mean, even till this day, there are marriages where if the woman doesn't bleed on the night of her wedding, it's a huge scandal. And back in the day, a couple would consummate their marriage, and then the woman would have to display the sheets to prove that she was pure, right? And so being told over and over again by the most important man in your life, right? Your father, that your value and your worth and your everything is based on whether or not your hymen is intact is gross. And it's also traumatizing for when you finally do decide that the time is right for you to become sexually active. You feel like you're worth nothing. You feel like you're not a valuable human being. You feel like you're not pure, like you're dirty, like you did something wrong. This is not okay. I don't know why the hosts of this podcast are giggling at this. It's not funny.
They're giggling because of CI. And they got this huge guest on their show, and they don't want to stop and be like, yo, you're admitting things that actually cast you in an incredibly poor light. You sound crazy, or you don't know what century it is. And it's sad too, because I don't listen to music, so I knew nothing about him effectively up until I recently watched Rhythm and Flow and thought, oh, this guy's actually awesome today. And it's like, oh, I'm glad, I'm gonna go back to nothing. This is not, he's saying this as if it portrays him as a strong man. Look at me, I take care of my daughter. No, that's not what you're projecting at all.
You don't trust her enough that you need to take her to a doctor and have someone examine her genitals to make sure her hymen is intact.
I hope he's joking.
That is, Yeah.
Toxic masculinity at its worst, absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.